What's up, y'all? Hey, what's going on? It's Father, and we're here at Elsewhere, and you're watching Populous Magazine. This was one of those days, you know? I think it was like Valentine's Day, and I'm just out here rocking. I was somewhere, and it was like 3 a.m., and I was like, fuck, man, I'm just walking the street, and I find a bar that's still open. That's not happening anywhere else. I was in that bitch till like 4 a.m. Shit-faced. So it's probably drinking. I'm from Mississippi. So I grew up very, it's very country. One thing that stands out from when I was like 8 is going into the woods. I don't know why this is just like a thing in my head. Going into the woods and us jumping on a mattress. It's like an old mattress just in the woods, and you can go every day and just go jump on that shit. I barely remember much else. Too much drug use probably just wiped my memory a little bit. I used to work at a hospital and move around the dead even. Like none of that bothered me. The morgue. Yeah, I didn't work purely in the morgue, but that was just something I had to do frequently, and I feel like most people couldn't do that. So I had to transport a lady. They're like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, I had no choice, you know what I'm saying? I have no choice but to do it. Actually, basically, a nurse told me, like, if she moves from this position, she's gonna die. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't, like, that's not my job. I don't get to decide, like, not to leave her here. Like, that's not, I'm just told she needs to go to this other unit so they can take better care of her there. So I move her, and then, like, we get to the last part of the move, right? Of getting her into her new bed. And, like, they're like, all right, you hold her head. Like, this is what I'm working to. You hold her head, and we're gonna move her over into the bed. I'm like, they had, like, the rest of the nurses out together. All right, cool. We're dragging her over, and then you just hear, I should be laughing at this. You're beep. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like looking down, and she just starts spewing like black, like a black liquid, just gunk, just starts into my hands. I'm just like, yo. Somebody was handing me a Xanax in the tour bus, and like it was like one of those moments, like, yeah, thanks, man. And it just doop, and it dropped straight down into an open bottle of Ciroc. Just crazy. We have open bottle of Ciroc in the van, and we just like, we just left it there to marinate. It marinated in a hot car during the tour for like a whole entire week. And then one day we get to like, I forget where we get to. Obviously forgot where we were at because we drank it. The homies fight for like an hour. They wrestle on the hardwood floor for like an hour straight. We made like a whole album worth of music, but it was so fucked up and terrible. Like there was some shit in there. There was some shit in there that was really hard, but most of it it didn't make the cut. There was even a song in it about putting it's called, I think it was called Ciroc or some shit like that. It was like a Xanax in a Ciroc bottle. Yeah, I'm kind of glad none of it came out. It sounded insane. Yeah. Husband it was always my way of maturing from the title of father, I guess. I don't know why I always saw that as the next step from being a dad. Black people, we tend to have kids first and then get married. Like husband always seemed like a more mature brand for me to kind of rise into. So anytime I do a husband project, it's me kind of trying a more serious tone, or being more experimental in my sound and not sounding so, the things that came before. Probably Sanctuary. I feel like it's kind of like the direction I more so have always wanted to go into. It's like very, very melancholy kind of. It's a bit dreary. It's like a really macabre kind of sound to it, and I really love the lyrics and where I was going with that one. Coming across like Abra, like we went to the same school, we didn't know each other then. I went to a party, saw her, and I just walked into this party, and she was doing like a keg stand. I walk into the kitchen, and there's this girl just upside down doing a keg stand, like on some movie shit, and she just comes up, and like a puzzle piece. Is like I'm saying, build it and they will come, and like, you need to be part of this thing that I'm doing. Okay. So, macabre, hedonistic. It's very hedonistic and cheeky. Yeah, I say cheeky. Cheeky. Macabre, hedonistic, and cheeky, I would say, is the best way to describe my music.